Hello and welcome to LivJam Limitless. This is Livingston, and now as you can see, I'm gonna play Chapter 4 of Blades of Light and Shadow. The forces of the Shadow Court have infiltrated the city. There's only one way out by sea. Play now! And we're gonna see who this blue color elf was who saved us by beheading the mayor. Some Game of Thrones shit. Blades of Light and Shadow. And as you can see, we're at Port Parnassus. Chapter 4 Escape at Sea. You stare in shock at the mayor's dead body, blood pooling from his neck as his severed head rolls away. Oof. His men staggered to their feet, crossbows raised. Run. Running, definitely running. You grab Melania and tear off through the darkened streets of Port Parnassus after the elf. Threep clings to your shoulder and the city guards are hot on your heels. Stop! Murderers! The elf sprints down narrow alleyways at breakneck speed, armor glinting in the moonlight. Soon, elegant buildings turn to rough wooden tenements. You end up on a narrow road deep in the city slums. Suddenly, a group of guards runs around a corner ahead of you and aims their crossbows. Shit. Stop right there. This is your last chance. I could have barreled through them. If I were an orc, right? Yeah, I think so. But I'm gonna throw crates at them. You can't get us if you can't see us. You grab two empty crates and lob them at the guards. The crates splinter in their faces, obscuring their view and making them stumble. Aha! Ah! Don't let them get away! Too late for that! The elf sends a flare of dark energy at the guards, blasting them off their feet. As you and your companions dash past them, he nods at you. Good thinking. Plus Nexi, yay! Good thinking. Hurry, we can hide inside here! Where are we hiding? You dash into an abandoned tenement building and run for the far wall, where you crouch in the shadows with your companions. Threep flutters his wings anxiously. As lovely as this abandoned slum is, we need to think of a more permanent solution. Shh, someone's coming. Several sets of footsteps approach the tenement, and a figure blocks out the light in the doorway. You flinch as he yells out. Keep searching the streets, I'll check the buildings. Shit. As the rest of the guards clatter away, this one takes a tentative step inside, raising his lantern high. You hold your breath, certain he can hear the thunder of your heart. But his light doesn't quite reach you as he turns and heads back out to the alleyway. You wait for the guards' shouts to fade before whirling on the elf. So, your help is greatly appreciated and all, but who are you? You may call me Tyrell of House Starfury. Oh, nice. Nice name. Oh, that's just great. A stuck-up elf noble. Who just saved your hides? Hey. That remains to be seen. Hey. A Nespa? How? I thought... Hey, we're asking the questions here. What in the three hells happened back there? Have you been following us? Tyrell glares at Mal before turning his attention to his blade, studying the edge for nicks. I've been hunting, seeking out those who've fallen under the influence of the Shadow Codes. Ooh. You know about the Shadow Code? He gives her a look that could wither roses. Don't be daft. What do you... I don't know what the meaning is of the word daft. Nia opens her mouth to snap at him, but he doesn't give her the chance. My hunt brought me to Port Parnassus, where I've been tailing this city's mayor. He was deeply corrupted. Okay, but that doesn't explain why you're helping us. I mean, why are you hunting the Shadow Court? Even that is a valid question. I mean, he must have got his personal reasons, whatever. Whoever said anything about helping you, the corrupted mayor was my target, and I dealt with him. You happened to be bystanders. Oh, great. So I guess if you're not helping us, you can just get up and leave then. Say hi to the city guards as you pass by. By all means, if you'd rather fend for yourselves against the code, I'll leave you well alone. Though it'll be your heads rolling next time. Oh shit. Why are you so hostile? All I want to know is why you're helping us. Tyrell's hand clenches around the hilt of his blade, and he lets out a long, frustrated breath. When he speaks again, his voice is still curt. I've seen the Shadow Code corrupt enough innocent people. I will not stand idly by and allow them to do more harm if I can stop it. That is all I will say. Hehe. After a tense moment, Mal speaks up. So, this mayor who was trying to frame us as murderers was under orders from the Shadow Code? He looked human, mostly. The boundaries between our worlds are thinning, weakening. The court uses the shards to reach out to the greedy, to the cruel, to the weak minded. It seduces them to their will. Shit. So they could have agents everywhere. Tyrell scowls as he resheaths his blade. Not for long. The real question is, why is the Shadow Code after you? Who are you? And how did you come across an Esper? You recount your entire journey to him and watch as his expression grows increasingly serious, which you wouldn't have thought possible. Which brings us to where we are now, on a quest to recover the remaining shards and bring them to White Tower for purification. It would seem our journeys are linked then. Wherever the shards are, those under their influence are sure to be close by. I'll accompany you on your hunt for the shards, but I won't let you slow me down. Oh, that's wonderful. We could use some assistance, as you probably noticed. Hang on, us? Slow you down? You're the one murdering your way across the realms. We just want the shards. Tyrell's hand rests menacingly on the hilt of his blade. Okay. Those too far consumed by the shadow's corruption have to die. They're already husks, puppets of darkness. I'm doing them a kindness. Not that I expect you to understand that. We need to be careful about who we trust, that is true, but we also need all the help we can get. Nia's right, Mal. We had no idea the mayor had been corrupted until it was too late. Tyrell knows what we're up against. That's true. Not only is that invaluable, it'll keep us a lot safer. I'll do whatever I can to aid you until the Shadow Code is dealt with. You have my word. Mal glowers at Tyrell a moment longer, and you practically feel the air crackling between them before Mal slides his gaze to you. You better be sure about this, Tyrion. It's your brother whose fate hangs in the balance, after all. Oh shit. You think I don't know that? Every choice I make is with Kate in mind. Mal lets out a weary sigh, running a hand through his hair. Great. Team's got one more member. But that'll be worth nothing if we don't get out of town, and real quick. We're wanted murderers now. I can find us a smuggler, no problem. But for hot merchandise such as ourselves, it's gonna take a whole lot of coin. Tyrell shrugs and, with a jingling of metal, takes out a bulging pouch. Mal stares at it entranced. He starts to reach for it, but Tyrell pulls it back. Yeah, like that much coin. Actually, if you have another pouch like it, find a safe passage out of here, scoundrel. Oh shit. Our lives depend on it. Surely that's worth something, even to you. We're stuck with you, aren't we? For now. Shit. Oh man. Hey, join the party, the mage. Tyrell has joined the party. Oh man, this is looking great, isn't it? I like it. Except Kate isn't here. And I'm not there in the picture. The fuck? You spend the night hiding out in the abandoned building, lying low as guards comb the streets outside. And the next morning, when the coast is clear, Mal leads you to a rickety looking ship on a secluded dock. An old sailor approaches. Gerhard. Is it Gerard? It's Gerard, no? I have a friend named Gerard. But the spelling is, his name is without the H, yeah. Gerard, you old salty cod. It's been far too long. Not long enough. You aren't bringing me more trouble, are you? I would never. Just a few friends of mine in need of safe passage on the Sun Maiden is all. Gerhard's gaze darts suspiciously from Tyrell, standing with his arms crossed haughtily, to Nia gaping around at the ship, to you. Who exactly are you lot? We're, I could have said tourists, but we're all yours, hot stuff. Shit. I just can't resist a man with a nice firm schooner. Gerard's glowered dark and shit. Wrong choice. I think you're swimming up the wrong stream. Mal, what in the hells are you trying to pull this time? Nothing, I swear. You'll just have to ignore Tyrion. He likes to get an early start on his day drinking. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Shit. Gerard continues to glare at you, and you smile back as winningly as you can. Fine, I'll take you, Lord. But if they cause any trouble, it's on you. Mal grimaces and hands over the heavy pouch of gold. That's more like it. To the Shimmering Isles, mates. What? We're heading for Flotilla, not some. Gerard turns on her with a scowl. Flotilla? The Orc Pirate City? You're out of your mind, young lady. Only a madman would head for Flotilla on purpose. But that's where we need to go. See, it's his ship. So I should side with the captain because I don't think. Fuck it, I'll side with Nia. We're going to Flotilla. All you have to do is drop us off and be on your way. We gave you more than enough gold for that. Last I checked, I was the captain of the ship, so the decision's mine. No use having gold if I'm too dead to use it. You don't understand. Getting to Flotilla is a matter of life and death for us. Mal steps in front of you and Nia, an anxious grin plastered to his face. The Shimmering Isles will do just fine, Captain. We'll make our own way from there. But trust me on this, please. Trust me on this, please. Fine, get on board before I change my mind. Okay, Gerard? Aye, Captain, or whatever. Mal ushers your group aboard the Sun Maiden as Gerard's crew prepares to cast off. He pulls you all aside and lowers his voice. Here's the deal. No captain's going to take us to Flotilla. Fortunately, the Shimmering Isles are close by. We can take our own boat from there. And I'd suggest being less open about our business from now on. The Shadow Court's agents could be everywhere. You there, stop that schooner! Or just your average clueless city guards? As Gerard's crew unfolds the sails and raises anchor, city guards rush down the docks toward the ship. You and your companions hunker out of sight. Wait, we need to search your ship. There are known fugitives in this city who may be looking to escape by sea. Sorry lads, it's just me and my crew on board. Clear skies to you. Gerard tips his hat and the Sun Maiden lurches forward, wind snapping into the open sails. As the dogs of Fort Parnassus retreat into the distance, Gerard walks past your hiding place and cuts his eyes toward Mal. You'll owe me extra for that. I always do. The Sun Maiden sets course for the Shimmering Isles, gliding effortlessly across a turquoise sea. As night starts to fall, you and your companions head below deck. Captain Gerard said we can all share the stateroom. I wonder what it looks like. You all squeeze inside the cramped room. Barrels and baskets clutter the walkways between a few benches and one bunk bed. You sure you heard stateroom? He didn't say storage room, did he? Well, isn't this just cozy? Nia, Tyrion, I guess you two get the bunks. Carol and I will take the floor. Thank God I got the bed. I actually cannot sleep on the floor. I'm not comfortable doing that. In real life. Tyrell crosses his arms and glowers at Mal from beside a crate. And what gives you the authority to make my decisions for me? You're saying you want to kick Nia, a priestess of the light, off her bunk just so you can get a good night's sleep? Nia stops climbing halfway up the ladder to the top bunk, her face falling. Oh, I'll give you my bunk if you want, Tyrell. I was going to take the top because the other acolytes never let me have it, but oh shit. That wasn't what I was saying. Don't worry, Nia. The light will show a scoundrel like him the error of his ways soon enough. Tyrell pins Mal with a glare as sharp as his blade. I cannot decide whether it's you I want to throw overboard or myself. Guys, calm down. I have the perfect solution. Tyrell can. Oh, sleep with me? Take the bench. Fuck off. I need a good night's sleep without any interruptions, sorry. It's not the floor and it's not a bunk, but a perfect middle ground. Tyrell stares down at the tiny bench. I won't fit. My legs are too long. Ooh, look at me. I'm a fancy elf boy. I'm so tall. Why you? I did not. That was not. Three pokes his head out of Nia's satchel and stretches his mouth wide in a deep yawn. Oh, if you don't mind, I could use a catnap and would much appreciate it if you would quit your squabbling. He leaps to the top bunk, curls up, and falls right asleep. Threep has a point, you know. About sleeping? Yeah, I love it too. No, about squabbling. We need to work on our teamwork if we're going to travel together. That means Mal and Tyrell will have to try to get along. Priestess, don't rain on my parade. I'm, I'm perfectly capable of getting along with anyone who's able to act civil. Well, he'll be useful if we run into pirates at least. He's even pricklier than they are. Will we run into pirates? Traveling merchants and rivermen told horror stories about pirates attacking ships for loot and prisoners. Tyrion, flotilla is basically a bunch of pirate ships lashed together, a city floating on the ocean. We'll probably see pirates. Oh shit, silence. A silence. The captain himself looked like a pirate actually. I don't know. And maybe I'm racist. A silence settles over you as you all think of the quest ahead. Nia sits beside Threep, swinging her legs over the side of the bunk. We're really on our way to Flotilla. Maybe even to another shard. Can you believe it? I believe in us. We might be a ragtag team, but we escaped a Shadow Duke and his evil hounds, a corrupted mayor and his guards. Don't forget we stole an onyx shard right from beneath said Shadow Duke's nose. We met Threep and we found ourselves safe passage over the sea. You all turned to Tyrell, whose lips twitch in amusement for just a second. You've also recruited yourselves a formidable ally skilled in weaponry and magic. Congratulations. Hey, we were talking about teamwork and he only complimented himself. Can he do that? My catnap? Okay, we get the message. You get your shut-eye, but for the rest of us, the night's still young. Mal leads you all onto the deck, but while he pulls near toward a table where sailors play cards, Tyrell makes a beeline for the far railing. Okay. You follow him, mirroring his posture as he folds his arms over the railing and gazes up at the sky. He has a complex look on his face. Thoughtful, even haunted. Mind if I join you? Tyrell shrugs, glancing at you from the corner of his eye, before returning to his stargazing. Can't stop you. Well, technically, you probably could. A flash of your sword, a little magic, some of that trademark scowl. You see Tyrell's lips twitch for the second time. He visibly struggles to stifle a smile. Fine, you got me. If I minded your company, I would ask you to leave. So I suppose you're welcome to join me, if you'd enjoy looking at the sky, and if my company seems adequate. Who is this mysterious elf, and what does he really want? This is your chance to get closer to him and learn the truth. Is my voice sounding weird because my nose is blocked actually? Social quest, the Wanderer. Keep him company. And he smiles. Your company seems more than adequate. The sky's pretty nice too. Tyrell grunts and the seconds tick by. So I guess you're leaving it to me to break the ice? Ice breaking isn't one of my talents. Really? Never would have guessed. So what are you looking at? Let's not go too deep. That's what she said. Tyrell gestures to the sea of stars overhead, thick and dazzling against the night sky. The constellations, the stories they tell us. In Undermount, we believe that when a worthy elf passes, the soul is scrawled across the stars. Oh. You wait for him to elaborate, but he stays silent, staring serenely at the sky. Gently, you give him a nudge. Would you mind telling me about one of them? He looks surprised by your interest, but covers it with a shrug. Pointing to a cluster of stars directly overhead, he traces a shape between them. That's Lantris. She was a legendary archer. Tonight, all the elven houses will honor her fending off ancient invaders with ceremony and revelry. Wow, I'd never heard about any of this before, and Kate knew tons of stories. It seems there's a lot about the world you don't know. Believe me, I'm realizing more and more how right you are. Tyrell turns his attentions out to the ocean as he rubs something in his hand. It looks like a signet ring of some kind. Do you wish you were in Undermount right now, taking part in the revels? To your surprise, Tyrell's nostrils flare and he squeezes the ring tight in his fist. No, a waste of time. I have more important things to do. You can't hold back a quiet snicker. Tyrell looks at you in confusion. Sorry, it's just, wow, you're awfully serious, aren't you? Tyrell's mouth twists at that, still not quite a smile, but you get the sense he's amused, at least. He clears his throat. I suppose I'm rather serious. I wasn't always this way, but things change. That's true. Things do change. And they can change again. Or what's changed for you? Something dark flashes across his face, and he squeezes his eyes shut, taking a deep breath. If it's too personal, you don't have to. Let's just say I trusted the wrong person and leave it at that. Shit, man. Trust. That's a big issue. I have trust issues. His fingers grip the wooden railing tightly. You avert your gaze, giving him a moment to compose himself. Life was so much easier when I felt things were limitless. Time for a screenshot. Life was so much easier when I felt things were limitless. I thought I'd live forever, never want for anything. But now I've seen the danger the Shadow Code poses. As long as their corruption spreads, I can't rest. I must fight it. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Tyrell chuckles in a show of bravado. Maybe. But someone has to do it. I have the skills and the will, so it might as well be me. Suddenly, his eyes widen, and he points toward a spot in the water. Look, fayfish. Fayfish? You peer over the railing. Just beneath the surface, a school of glittering fish dart around the ship's bow, and stream along the side. How do they look like? What are those? And are they glowing? I just said they're fayfish. They give off their own light and their scales are like jewels. They're beautiful. I can't see it. I can't see them. Yeah, they really are. You realize how different Tyrell sounds. Slightly breathless with awe, but you're distracted by the fayfish dancing alongside your ship. Gradually, they change direction and dart out to sea, leaving a glowing trail in their wake. Tyrell continues to stare after them in silence until you elbow him. Wow, so you were pretty into those fish, huh? Oh, well, the truth is, this is my first time on a boat. I'd only read about fayfish before. Oh, seriously? And here I thought you were the experienced traveler, the lone elf on yet another quest. His cheeks darken for a moment as he looks away. He crosses his arms, his armor clanging loudly and awkwardly as he does. I'm actually new to this adventuring business too, if you must know. Though I assure you, I'm well trained and well prepared. Yeah, that was apparent enough when you cut the mayor's head off his body like you were slicing cake. Are you sure you're not a soldier or something? A secret assassin, maybe? I won't tell if you are. Tyrell shakes his head, then opens his hand, revealing the signet ring resting on his palm. Actually, I'm the heir to House Starfury. Oh, man. Nobel. Oh, wow. So, you're a lord? Lord Ling? Duke Led? Sorry, I don't know anything about Elven society. Lord. And House Starfury is one of the oldest, wealthiest, and most powerful houses in Undermount. Oh shit. In the ancient days, we bartered trade all across the realm, patronized the arts and universities, and commanded our own auxiliary forces. Sounds impressive. What about now? Now it's a bit more complicated than that. Ah, shit. Being a lord sounds like a burden. I don't know. Being the heir to something with a legacy that big? That must have been a great deal of pressure, especially when you were young. Everything was about promoting House Star Fury. We had to be the best, the richest, the most influential. Yeah, I read about that in the lore, but they're like very competitive. Tyrell lets out a long, heavy breath, quirking a smile at you, but it looks sad and fades away quickly. From the moment I could read, I was expected to know everything there was to know, not just about Undermount, but about all the realms. I drilled with fencing instructors and military strategists. I had tutors for everything from etiquette and poetry to mathematics. And I could forget about friendships. I couldn't so much as nod at another elf without contemplating the political ramifications. Shit, man. So you're saying you didn't really have a childhood? No, but there were balls and council meetings to keep my interest, and now I've seen how little others have beyond Undermount. Kate and I didn't have much growing up, still don't, but we were cared for, and we were free to do what we liked most of the time. That sounds very liberating. So I'm just taking a wild guess here, but you must not miss Undermount, huh? Tyrell exhales as he slips the signet ring back into his pocket. You're wrong. When I was getting groomed to run House Star Fury, all I could think about was how badly I wanted to escape. I wanted to see the realms, and all the places in them I'd had to memorize on maps, gaze at the stars all the time. And now that I'm out here, living this grand adventure, I can't tear my thoughts from home, because no matter what, it is my home. It's true. Tyrell, you need a hug. Why not? Excuse me? You place one arm around his shoulders and offer him a quick squeeze. There, that's all. But your pain was rolling off you in waves, and I just had to do something. And between you and me, I'm glad you decided to venture out of Undermount with us, even if it's just for a short time. Tyrell rubs the back of his neck, trying not to smile. Tyrell, screw up. I didn't have much of a choice, but thank you. We'll strike down the Shadow Court swiftly. Then perhaps I can return home. You both stand there a while longer, watching the twinkling stars and shifting sea. Eventually, Tyrell speaks faintly. Tyrion. Yeah? For a second, you think he's going to pretend he didn't say anything, but then he meets your eyes. Awkwardly, he clears his throat. Starlight Star Fury, you got to know more about Tyrell. Thank you. Anytime, Tyrell. Anytime. Hey kid, elf boy. What are you doing all the way over there? Fun's this way. You lean back from the railing, giving Tyrell a nudge. Come on, let's go see what this fun is. Why do I anticipate it will give me a headache? Let's see. You and Tyrell join Mal and Nia at the card table, where you're quickly embroiled in the competition. Ha! The diamond crown trumps your golden chalice every time. What in the... Oh, she looks cute. What a nice car as well. Damn. I'm thinking she's an NPC. Are you sure he isn't counting cards? Mal gathers his newly won coin and adds it to the pile in front of him. Don't need to count, lads. I'm just gifted. Heh. A gifted liar, maybe. Now come on, join. At the end of the next round, Tyrell places a card on the table, then snarls as a sailor slaps one down over it with a whoop. How does your crystal guppy beat my double-edged sword? Blades cut fish. Blades rust in water, and besides, this crystal is diamond. Shit, diamond, eh? Perfect for my pirate's chest. You slap down your card and everybody groans as you draw the pile of coin closer. Kate and I spent more than a few evenings in the taverns gambling with the locals. I know my way around a card game. That's what I'm talking about. One more round. But Tyrell and I have run out of coin. You could always bet your clothes. Tyrion, I could never. This armor is of the finest elven craftsmanship. To leave it aboard this boat would be a travesty.
Excuse me? I will bet my sock. Poof, that's a star. The round ends with the largest pot so far, and once everyone has played their cards, Tyrell slaps down a depiction of a stormy sky rent by lightning. Heaven's fury. I believe that makes me the victor. Elfoy, were you playing us the whole time? I was playing the game, and I happen to be a quick learner. Damn, boy. With a smirk, Tyrell gathers up his coin, then divvies it up and returns Nia her original amount. Thank you, Tyrell. You played wonderfully. As the night wears on, Miles starts telling the tale of your escape from the Temple of Ilara. Sorry, I skipped through too soon. Clicked through too soon. Before that idiot Earthax knew what was happening, we'd escaped with the loot. And plenty more besides. Nonsense. You're talking nonsense again. There's no way you went up against Duke of the... whatever it was you called it, and survived. I bet there was never a Duke. I bet there never was a Duke. Never was a temple. Never was any loot even. It's all just made up stories. Face it, I can pull off just about anything. Isn't that right, Tyrion? That's totally right. I was at the temple, saw Mal in action myself. He had those thugs completely fooled. Pretty masterful if you ask me, right Nia? Right, we couldn't have escaped from Duke Earthax if it weren't for Mal's quick thinking. You're damn right about that. Gerhard and the sailor laughed merrily. Alright, if you say so. He may be a scoundrel, but at least he's a clever one. It kept me alive this long. It's kept me alive this long. Suddenly, a wind whips over the deck, and clouds swirl overhead, blocking out the night sky. The ship bucks and rocks beneath you as the sea turns choppy. A storm is brewing. Gods, what's happening? Brace yourselves. Looks like one of those infamous Cartesian sea squalls. Who's supposed to be on the watch? Why didn't anyone sound storm warning? The fuck's happening? A bolt of lightning. Oh, the scene changed as well, and it's raining. Shit, that was nice. A bolt of lightning cuts across the sky, followed by a deafening clap of thunder. And then the sky opens up, dousing the deck with icy rain. Shit! A massive wave crashes into the ship, spewing water over the deck. Mal lunges forward to catch your arm as the ship lurches violently. Hang on, kid. You good? For now, but not if the ship sinks. The crew sloshes around, shouting and securing cargo. The mast groans ominously as the sails whip every which way, getting tangled in the rigging. Shit, man. Captain, we've got to get the sails down before the wind shreds them. Then what are you doing running around like a bunch of lily-livered landlubbers? Fuck. Somebody get up there and pull down my damn sails. I could have pulled down the sails. Damn it. This choice requires you to be a human. Shit. I should take cover. You stumble back to your storage room with Nia, stomach churning as the ship tosses through massive waves. I don't feel so good. Tyrion, what should we do? Try not to hold our dinner and get tossed around like rag dolls. Maybe we should tie ourselves to the ship. Am I going to get wet? Because let me tell you, I hate getting wet. You pull yourself into your bunk and brace against the wooden cubby. Tyrion, are we going to be okay? You eye the aging schooner as the port window flashes with a streak of lightning nearby. We should be, but if ever there was a time to pray to your life, this might be it. Shit, what's happening? By the next morning, the storm has abated, thank God, leaving the water sparkling and serene. You make your way on deck, where your companions are having a tense conversation with the captain. What's wrong? I had no choice, lad. The eye is headed straight for the Isles. What's going on? The storm blew us off course, and Gerard wants us to just sit here, bobbing in the middle of the ocean, doing nothing. If we head toward the Shimmering Isles now, we'll be sailing right back into the storm's path. We have to wait it out until it passes. But you said it might take a few days. That's so long. Great. Now we'll be that much further behind the court. Tyrell stalks away and Nia lets out a sigh and follows him a moment later. You look over the water at a nearby chain of tiny islands jutting from the sparkling sea. Bright sandy beaches dazzle in the sunlight as palm trees sway gently further inland. At least the scenery is nice. They call that one Forbidden Cove. Old sea dog legends say beautiful mermaids swim these waters, looking for victims to lure in. Oh shit. Mermaids? For real? I've always wanted to see one. You're welcome to head to the cove yourself if you like. Take one of our dinghies. No, but if you get eaten by sea monsters, I'm adding the cost of the rowboat to your bill. Shit, that's so nice. This Forbidden Cove sounds like my kind of place. A little bit of beauty, a little bit of danger. He winks at you, nudging your side with his elbow. And above all, fantastic company. That's assuming you'll join me, Tyrion. And I'm feeling pretty good about that assumption. What do you say? A beautiful cove, some time to unwind, a chance to see a mermaid? This is your chance to have a tropical adventure with Mal. Fight a sea monster. Shit, seriously? Meet a mermaid. Awesome. And get your hands on a powerful artifact. Nice. But what about Nia and Tyrell? They're not coming? Shit. Side goes Mermaid's kiss. Fuck, good Mal. Definitely. I need that kiss. Don't get me wrong, I'm in this for the mermaids, but someone's got to rescue you from the sea monsters too. Hey now, if you did come across any sea monsters, you'd be more than grateful for my help. Let's go. You and Mal climb into... What I'm thinking now is, maybe I should have been an orc. Actually, because we have already got an elf and a human. 2 humans, obviously. Now there's like... If I were an orc, there'd be like a little more variety, I feel. Because now there's 2 elves and 2 humans here, and no orc. You and Mal climb into the dinghy and the crew lowers you down. Mal easily maneuvers the oars through the sparkling water, bringing you closer to the island. Hard to believe it was storming just a few hours ago. It's amazing how much in life can change in an instant. Tell me about it. One minute I'm minding my own business, getting forced to open a chest at knife point. Then the next thing I know, this crazy elf crashes into my life. Oh, so I save you and I'm the crazy one? At least admit that meeting me was life-changing in a good way. Well, let's see. Since I met you, I've been accused of murder, hunted by legendary denizens of the realm of shadow, forced to escape one of the biggest cities in the kingdom about grumpy old Gerard's schooner, and now I'm sailing into the infamous pirate city of Flotilla, where I'm almost certainly going to have my head mounted on a pike. When you put it that way... All in all, it's been one of the better weeks of my life. We both laugh as the oars glide through the calm sea. Seriously, kid, I'm sorry we had to meet the way we did, but you're alright. And your compliments continue to be lackluster, but we'll work on that. As you approach the cove, you trail your fingers through the clear water with a contented sigh and feel something lash around your wrist. Oh, something's got me. Shit. Right, I'm definitely falling for that. Let me guess, it's a mermaid? No, it's... The grip around... Oh shit, this is the sea monster. The grip around your wrist tightens, and when you try to pull away, a massive tentacle creature bursts out of the water. Oh fuck, it's a blood squid. I don't know how it's gonna roar. I don't know, mate. There's a blood squid. Fuck. Not a mermaid. Definitely not a mermaid. Hang on, I got you. He cuts through the monster's arm and frees you. But 5 other arms grab hold of Mal and start pulling him overboard. Shouldn't there be 7 other arms? Tyrion, do something. How do I battle 5 arms at once? I'll aim for the eyes. Let him go. You grab Mal's fallen dagger and stab it into the blood squid's bulbous eye. Grrr! Whatever. It lets go of Mal as it rights in the water. The 2 of you cling to the sides of the dinghy as waves crash over you. We're gonna go overboard. Suddenly you hear a shout. It sounds not quite human, read in a strange melody. Hey, there's a mermaid. Be gone, foul creature of the deep. Return to where you lay to sleep. Hey. Rhymy. The mermaid swims around the blood squid, singing her strange song, and the monster stills. It bobs on the calming waters. The blood squid is stunned. Quick, frighten it off before it regains its senses. I'm on it. You draw your sword and slash it across the blood squid's bulbous head. It lets out a shriek and plunges beneath the water. Nice. Thank you, strangers. The beast was young and will be too frightened to return now. The mermaid turns toward you, hair the color of seaweed glinting in the sunlight, faint luminescent scales sparkling all over her body. Damn nice. That looks hot. That's hot. And she's got no brow on. Like the oyster kind of brows. That's awesome. Have shorter hair! You're a real mermaid. The legends are true. Kate would get such a kick out of this. The mermaid smiles softly and beckons you closer. You lean over the side of the dinghy toward her. You're not luring me to my watery grave or anything, are you? No, I'm rewarding you for valiantly defending my cove from that foul beast. Cove, could you take... Acha, you're talking about this, no? But could you take me to your underwater city, perhaps? She knocks her head to the side, lips pursed, expectant. Oh man, this is great. Kid, I think she wants a kiss. Oh well, in that case... I'll kiss her on the lips, obviously. You cup the mermaid's cheek and lean forward. An electric charge runs through you as her soft lips meet yours, tingling every inch of your body, and she lets out a delicate purr. Nice. Her lips are cool, and she tastes like sunlight and seawater, strangely intoxicating. When she pulls away from you, she bats her eyes seductively. Are we done already? The mermaid giggles and gives you one more quick kiss. Then she slips back into the water, her tail waving a flirty farewell before she disappears out to sea. Ah man, that's it. Part of your world. You made out with the mermaid. You did that. Wow, that was... Over the sound of your dreamy sigh, you hear a faint clapping. You turn to find Mal watching you with an amused grin. They say it's good luck to get a mermaid's kiss, but I'm not sure they meant it quite like that. Don't you get jealous now? Oh man, that was awesome. Mal reaches up to a shallow beach, the water lapping gently at the shore. You look at the golden sand, the trees covering the sheer cliffs before you. Damn nice. Oh man, I wish this was real. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before. Well, let's hurry and get to shore then. He yanks off his boots, then rolls up the cuffs of his trousers before jumping out into the knee-high water. You hop out as well and help drag the boat onto shore. Tide's headed out. We should be good to stay on the beach for a while if you wanted to take a break. I'd say we deserve a little relaxation after fighting off a blood squid. Mal stretches, then wades back into the water and stands facing the ocean as waves lap at his shins. I should splash him, obviously. You wade out into the water behind him, crouch down low, then sweep away with him. Ah! He stares at you, blinking as seawater drips down his face. Oh, now you've gone and done it. With a maniacal laugh, he sweeps both arms at you, sending a huge wave right into your face. Hey! Now we're even. Truce? Before we both end up soaked. Truce. You both stare at each other, then simultaneously splash each other again. Cheater. You cheated first. Laughing, you both trudge back into the dry sand and sink down into it, facing the sea. Gotta tell you, kid, this is just the change of scenery I needed. What? Getting attacked by a giant tentacled sea monster? A little danger beats scrubbing the decks on Gerhard's ship any day. I used to dream about this life, you know. Freedom, adventuring. Back when I was growing up in the slums of White Tower, that dreaming, it's what got me through the days. Hell, the years even. He curls his fingers in the sand, reliving unspoken memories. You hesitate for a moment, but then decide to ask anyway. Mal, I want to know more about... childhood might be more traumatic. Your dreams. Your dreams then. Your dreams now. If things have all turned out the way you hoped. Mal laughs, though it sounds bitter. Kit, things never all turn out the way you hope, especially not at first. White Tower is a place of high highs and low lows, and I started pretty much at the bottom of the refuse heap. He picks up another handful of sand and tosses it moodily at his feet. Every day I'd see these nobles rolling by in their fancy gold leaf carriages, their amulets winking at me in the sunlight. I never believed in fairy tales, though my mother used to love to tell them. But I decided I was going to have what those nobles had one day. And I knew it was going to take a whole lot of hard work, ruthlessness, and cunning to make my way in the world. That sounds like a harsh way to live, especially from a young age. He digs his fingers into the sand again and makes a fist. Life in White Tower was harsh, but I figured, what respectable noble doesn't have a morgue full of skeletons in their closet? He relaxes, letting the sand slip through his fingers. Fortunately, I found out quickly I had a gift for acquiring things. Sure beats it joining an assassin's guild and stacking up skeletons, huh? Are assassin's guilds even a real thing? Sure, if you know where to look. Don't look though, that won't end well. Hey, note taken, but I doubt a life of acquiring things has been all that easy either. I prefer the title Treasure Hunter, thank you very much. And no, it hasn't all been easy, but I always dreamed of being able to see the world, buy the finest things, meet the most interesting people. And here I am, hunting treasure while seeing the world, meeting the most interesting people. Yeah, I know, I'm interesting. He nudges your leg with his. Still working on the buying the finest things part, but maybe we'll find something special in Flotilla, huh? I'll hold you to it. As the sun begins to set, you notice something shiny wash up beside your dinghy. Distantly, you hear the mermaid's enchanting melody. Why did I say melody? Mal, I think she left us something. You kneel down and pick up. Oh, strange shell. Ooh, wait a minute, I've seen this one before. I think, somewhere. I've never seen it. But I'm saying I've never seen anything like it. That is strange. I think I hear something. You raise the shell to your ear and hear a faint voice calling to you in a language you can't understand. What in the world? Mel, any idea what this shell is? Treasure acquired, you got the shell of the beyond. Nope, but I bet we can find someone who's willing to pay for it. You roll your eyes, giving Mal a good natured shove. You keep a firm grip on the shell as you push the dinghy back into the water, and Mal catches your eye. Hey kid, thanks for coming out here with me. This was fun. His grin is easy and carefree, luring out a returning smile of your own. It was just the adventure I needed. That was nice. 2 long days pass, and finally the Sun Maiden resumes its journey toward the Shimmering Isles. Hell yeah, shouldn't be more than a few days now, mates. I hope you know what you're getting into. Nia sits on deck with Threep in her lap, staring at the sea as it whizzes past. Prrrr. Do we know what we're doing? I don't know much about orcs. Nia scritches Threep behind his ears. I read a book all about orcish war strategy. Everyone speaks of them as menacing raiders, but they actually follow a strict honor code. Granted, they usually warred with other orc clans, but now that Ventratal Kalins united them, they seem to be attacking elsewhere. Oh. Elsewhere being places where the shards have been, if the library was any indication. Sounds like we're sure to receive a warm welcome. Suddenly, horns blare out over the ship, sounding an alarm. Gerhard rows orders to his crew. What's happening? All hands on deck, to arms, you scabs! You and Nia run to the railing as Mal and Tyrell scramble up from below deck. So what's happening, dude? What's happening? Another storm? I don't see a storm. No, out there, on the horizon. She swallows, pointing out into the distance. You follow her gaze to a massive ship looming out of the sea, gaining on the Sun Maiden with impossible speed. Shit. Pirates? They're flying the Kraken. Pirates, prepare for boarding. Oh shit. Boarding? They're coming onto a ship? I mean, obviously, you should get below deck, priestess, and take Treep with you. This is gonna get ugly. The pirate ship cuts through the waves, streaking out at you like a missile. Oh shit. You see Oak scrambling on the deck, preparing harpoons and drawing blades. But it's one in particular that catches your eye, the wildest and most dangerous looking at them all of them all. Oh motherfucker. Shit. She's got an axe. Look at her muscles, look at her biceps. She's got 2 axes. Fuck. Who is that? Before you can finish the thought, the pirate vessel pulls up alongside your schooner and launches a flurry of harpoons. Gerard bellows from the helm. Fight like your lives depend on it, you dogs, and don't give up my ship. The harpoon lines pull taut, and orcs rappel over. One lands before you, brandishing 2 swords. You don't look like a big deal. I'll make this quick. Fuck. She slashes at you with a guttural war cry, and you barely duck out of the way in time. I'll outspar her with my sword. Not a big deal, huh? I'll make you eat those words. You draw your sword and parry her strikes with ease. With lightning fast motions, you duel her backwards toward the ship's railing. Saltwater, where did you learn to fight like this? Oh, a little town called Riverbend. You've probably never heard of it. Yeah, 10 XP, nice. Let's get 200. I need a new skill, soon. With a final flourish, you disarm her of both blades at once. Then land a kick square in her stomach. She topples over the railing. Nice. Ah! Down you go. Pirates and Gerald's crew clog the deck, their shouts filling your ears, and the air is already thick with the smell of blood. Suddenly, you hear a scream. Tyrion, help! Oh shit, Nia's in danger. A hulking orc has Nia pinned against the cabin. 3 hisses from her shoulders, swiping at the air. Stay back! These claws can take out an eye. Oh my motherfucking god, he looks so dangerous. Fuck. Looks like I found myself a damsel in distress and her little pet cat. Fuck. I could have fired an arrow, dude. Shit. I'll throw a plank at his head. Get away from her. You pick up a wooden piece of rubble and chuck it at the oak. It hits the back of his head and he slowly turns around. You'll regret that. He lumbers toward you, shaking the entire deck. You take a step back but bump into a pile of barrels behind you. I should outmaneuver him. Somehow, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. You plant your feet and bend your knees, narrowing your eyes as he approaches. I know a thing or two about taking down someone as big as you. You dart forward, staying low. Your shoulder collides with his stomach, and as the breath is knocked out of him, you use his momentum to hoist him over the side of the ship. Shit, I'm awesome. Oh, 10 XP, and there we go. Nothing to it. 15% battery remaining. Shit. Sailors, stand down. What happened? Gerard's voice booms over the fight, and everyone looks over to see him in the middle of the deck. An ominous silhouette? Shit, it's silhouette, right? Fuck, sorry. An ominous silhouette looms behind him, holding an axe to his throat. Oh shit, pirate leader, that's her. Good call, Captain. Especially since I've got those trained on this little dinghy you call a ship. What? Especially since I've got those trained on this little dinghy you call a ship. I don't understand. She points towards her ship where a line of enormous wooden catapults are pointed right at the Sun Maiden. Okay, I understand now. Mal elbows Tyro. So, Alpha, you got any magic that can stop a catapult? Most definitely not. Shit. Mal tosses down his blade. We surrender. As the pirate's leader grins, her crew makes its way through the ship, rounding up the Sun Maiden's modest crew and dragging you to the center of the deck. Let go of me. I can walk fine on my own. We don't mean any harm, I swear. Oof, what's the wings, you brutes? You'll regret this. I have some very powerful friends in the Royal Navy. The Royal Navy? If you think they're a threat, you must not know who I am. Imtura. The name's Imtura, old man, and your cargo is now mine. As for the rest of you, don't make any funny moves and I might spare your. Awoo! Imtura spins around at a deafening bellow from the horns. What's your crew playing at, old man? Captain, something else is trying to board. What? Something heavy hits the side of the Sun Maiden with a thunk. A giant webbing hand appears on the railing, followed by another, and together they hoist up. Motherfucker, what the fuck is that? Fuck. Oh, those are Groptas. I've read about them. Oh, shit. Shit. That's how they look like. Fucking piranha heads. Groptas. Curse the seas. Now of all times. Everyone grab a weapon. Now. Pirates versus sailors versus Groptas. Who will win? And how will you ever get to Flotilla? Shit. Things just got so interesting. Nice. Now we're gonna fight some Groptars. Oh hell yeah, it's gonna be epic. And that was just chapter 3. I mean, so much is happening, man. It's amazing. And these are like 1 hour long episodes as well. Like along with the side quests, obviously. But I think even without the side quests, it might be a good 45 minutes, right? I think so. Anyway, let's complete the next chapter, that is chapter 5. Oh, I've already completed 4 chapters, sorry. Yeah. So I'll... Are you sure? Did I upload chapter 3? Shit, I don't even remember. Okay, so on to the next chapter in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and don't forget to be limitless.